morning. It's a beautiful morning. Beautiful Saturday morning, I would say. Yes, of course. Thank you for joining me. You're watching Camnet TV, not just another channel. And this is the Rise and Thrive Breakfast Show. I'm your host for today, and my name is Precious Mzea Sakaleji. Now, there's a whole lot that has been going on the past week. Parliament resuming. Yes, of course, we got the report of the shooting of two Zambian citizens, Mr. Kaunda and also Mr. Nsama. And also on the other side, we got some really disturbing stuff considering the fact that the inflation rate has increased. And also on Monday, a day after tomorrow, schools are supposed to open amidst COVID-19, which is the second wave. So many questions being asked to what if we just go back to e-learning. Some parents, I got a chance to talk to some parents here at work, and they said, I will not allow my daughter to go back to school. She's only in grade 3. What's the worst that can happen if she doesn't attend class for the next 3 months? So you can actually call us through and tell us what you think. Our topic of discussion for today is that, do you think schools should open amidst the second wave of COVID-19? You can call us on the numbers scrolling on your screen. And also kudos to you that are catching us on Facebook. Thank you so much for finding time and for sparing those bandits to actually watch us live on Facebook. If not, and guess you get to have power load shading. You can actually catch us on Facebook because we know load shading is back now. You can catch us on Facebook. That's Camnet TV. Not forgetting on Instagram, Camnet TV Africa, and we'll gladly update you on what's happening around. Now, we quickly know that every Saturday on the Rise and Thrive Breakfast Show, we get to have a moment for the body. Yes, I say moment for the body because that's the time we get to have the morning boost, a segment where you're allowed to exercise for 5 minutes. It might seem it's just a few minutes, but the difference, I think you get to feel the difference. For those of you that get to do the workout on Saturdays, I guess you get to feel the difference. So the reason for this is that we boost your immune and make sure that you're energetic and you have a certain vibe as you stretch your day. Well, let me not waste much of your time. Let's quickly get into the morning boost, and then we continue with the conversation on the other side. Good morning.
A very good morning to you and welcome to Morning Boost. This is Isaac Macha, always here in the morning to make sure that you have a great day. Therefore, today we're going to do some simple workouts, different kinds of workouts in 5 minutes. As usual, it's going to be a warm-up. Let's go. Start with a warm-up. Good morning. Let me know where you're watching us from. Let's go. Very easy. Okay, I'm gonna change very soon. Here's the next one. Thank you. Trotting. Do this anywhere. You can do this in your kitchen, from your living room, outside, car park, anywhere. Okay, here we go now. So the first workout we're gonna do, we'll do some mountain climbers. Okay, let's go. We'll do both for the beginners and for those already in the workout system. Go down, see my body. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7. Make sure that you're pushing in your knee in. 10. So I'm gonna do 40 mountain climbers. 20 will be basic. The next 20 will be a little bit advanced. Last 10. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You should be feeling your hands by now. 8, if you're doing it correctly. Okay, so that was 20. You can take a 15-second break, sip some water. Let's do the last 20 of mountain climbers now. Yes, she just sipped some water. Don't mind, the person behind the camera. Let's go now, 20 of them. Okay, 10 in breaks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, 10 more to go. Okay, let's go. Last 10. I'm sure my 15-second break is up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Here's an active break. That was 10. Try this. Leave a comment. Let's see how you're doing. Let's match. 2 steps each. 2. 2. 2 steps. I'm going to add a grapevine now. 2 each. Grapevine. Try this, daddy. 2 each. Stay at it. I'm gonna change soon. Let's match. Keep matching. 1, 2. 1, 2. Let's run now. See? You just need a little space for you to do your running. Almost done, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I always feel good every time you join me. So make sure to do this every day and you're gonna be fit. Don't miss another session next week. This is Isaac Matsa and I'm signing out with a punch on your face. 1, 2.
Welcome back. Now, exercising is very, very, very important. Now, those of you that have an opportunity to do it after work, it's actually a good idea. Those that can manage to do it before going for work, it's also a good idea. For me, the only time I get to manage to work out is after work because I know I'll take a cold bath, then afterwards sleep. But sometimes I get scared doing it after work because your body gets to feel in a certain way and you have to work the following day, so you might oversleep. That's for me. And then in the morning, I feel if I do the exercise in the morning, I've not tried it before, if I do it in the morning, like I'll be tired for the rest of the day. But I remember someone telling me to say, no, your body actually feels in a certain way because of the sweating. It's like you are refreshing and cleansing the inside and all. So try exercising if you haven't tried it. It's actually really good for your health. A lot of things have been happening from different political parties, not forgetting the UPND, and also there was a story yesterday that caught my attention of a woman that killed her own newborn baby. So details will be coming through later on in the current affairs. But if you'd love to call in and tell us your views and opinion on our topic of discussion for today, which is, do you think schools should open amid the second wave of COVID-19, or do you think schools should open now that we have hit the second wave of COVID-19? The number you're calling us on is 0968 675273, 0968 675-273. So we'll get into current affairs just after this break, and not forgetting, I've got guests that will be coming through. On our guest section, we'll be looking at young people that are making a difference in their life, youths that have decided not to allow the past determine what their future will be. Let's take a short break, and then we'll continue with the conversation on the other side.
2021 is finally here. Zambia is at the crossroads heading towards general elections this August. In the world where fake news, biased reporting on national issues has become the order of the day, in a world where social media in most cases spills lies and exaggerated information, insightful coverage, Zambia needs one media. Living in a country where people are slowly promoting tribalism, hatred, bitterness and revenge, political temperature is heating up and people's hearts are perplexed. Zambia needs one media. Zambia being a Christian nation living under the lordship of Jesus Christ, the nation cannot afford a compromised gospel. Zambia needs a prophetic media house. For hope, peace and unity, Zambia needs Camnet television for non-biased, factual reporting, balanced opinion, accurate news coverage. Zambia needs Camnet television for national projects and development of our beloved country Zambia. Watch Camnet TV on channel 274 DSTV, channel 98 on Go TV, and channel 106 on Topstar. Remember, Camnet TV is not just another channel.
Welcome back. You are still on the Rise and Thrive Breakfast Show with me, Precious Mzea Sakaleji, on not just another channel, Camnet TV. Now let's quickly get into stories that actually made headlines considering yesterday's bulletin. Now we all know that we're counting down to August. If you didn't get your voter's card, unfortunately, you will not participate in the general elections, which will be held in August. Now, political parties are busy trying to decide if they'll maintain the same presidential candidates that they had in the previous election, or they actually decide to do a vote of who should stand on a political party. Now, on that, I would love to quickly get into a story that is the UPND. Now, United Party for National Development, UPND President Hakainde Hichilema has successfully filed in his nomination papers to contest his position as party president at the party's forthcoming general conference. Now, the UPND is expected to hold its general conference on the 14th of February 2021. So the door was open for those that felt that can contest for the presidential candidate in the United Party for National Development. So let's take a look at this clip, and then we'll be back with other stories.
Unopposed and booked his sixth attempt to lead this country, United Party for National Development leader Hakainde Hichilema successfully filed in his nomination to recontest his position as party president at the forthcoming general conference to be held on Valentine's Day, the 14th of February 2021. Mr. Hichilema filed his nomination at the party secretariat this afternoon and was witnessed by provincial chairpersons from all the 10 provinces across the country.
So as an expectation, we expect that individuals from FODEP will agree to come on board and help this cause. Individuals from Christian Churches Monitoring Group, individuals from SACOD, Southern Africa conflict resolution NGO, the Women's Lobby Group, Anti-Voter Apathy, Gears, and OSIDA. So we have a grocery of 10 organizations where the chairperson is going to seek help from individuals from those organizations. I'm being extremely careful by emphasizing that we are going to be seeking the support of individuals in those organizations and not those organizations themselves.
The nominations were opened on the 28th of January 2021 at 16 hours and will be closed on the 6th of February 2021. The requirement for the nomination of the president is that one province nominate and seconded by 5. The 5 nominated provinces were Muchinga Province, seconded by Eastern Province, Lopla Province, Northern Province, Copperbelt Province, and Lusaka Province.
Kushindikisheni na kumukiteni nominate nukuchita sekondi ukuimukani nako kukopa belti newe lamba bonse ifi tafinu kupelela pano mumu pashifi fi ndukulabira kwiwulu kwa nchimbwe baada soni mazoka mwebeke yoko ikati mwatatikile wanda soni mazoka kiali koti kiali fuile ili mwanza si afuile wali wakonkepo Joshua uwapitilia wana wa Israeli ukubatuwala kukulayana ili mulukutulolesha kuiwuluko lewa Joshua twamushindikisha.
In 2006, the opposition leader was elected as UPND leader following the death of Atterson Mazoka and has so far made 5 unsuccessful attempts at the country's presidency. Despite these unsuccessful attempts, Mr. Hichilema has refused to give up, living with the hope of faith.
Singular honor and also privileged to state that according to our perusal of all the 5 documents plus the presidential nomination document, everyone who has lodged in their papers have successfully done so, and therefore I wish to congratulate you all for having spent time to come and witness this transparent process, and in ending, can I congratulate you, sir, for making it in the nomination.
Miriam Kemba, reporting for Camnet TV News.
Talking of democracy, so we're hoping we'll get to find out who will be running on the UPND ticket during the 2021 general elections. Now, just marrying our topic of discussion for today, which is, do you think schools should open now that the second wave of coronavirus has hit? Because schools are supposed to open this coming Monday. Now, call in for your views and contributions. 0968 675 0968 675 Now, marrying that topic of discussion, now the Vice President Inonga Wina says a combined team working with the Ministry of Health will be conducting regular visits in all schools across the country to monitor COVID-19 adherence levels. Now, the Vice President has told Parliament Friday morning that government, through the Disaster Management and Mitigation Unit, will provide about 2 million reusable face masks and 75,000 face shields that will be distributed across schools in the country. Now, Mrs. Winner says parents should ensure that they play a key role in ensuring that safety of their children as schools reopen on 1st February 2021. And Operation 100 COVID-19 Task Force, launched by 3 trade unions, have taken ground and begun to visit schools to prepare ground for the fight against the pandemic in schools. Let's take a look at this clip and then we'll be back.
Health Experts have always urged that prevention is better than cure, and the prevention to the further spread of COVID-19 is simple as it calls for adherence to the set health guidelines. As schools open on Monday, 1st February 2021, the safety of the lives of children has been questioned by various stakeholders. However, Vice President Inonge Wina has informed Parliament that government is putting up measures aimed at ensuring that children in schools are prevented from contracting COVID-19.
MMU, under the Office of the Vice President, has pre-positioned 2 million reusable face masks to be distributed throughout the country. 75,000 face shields, 500 hand washing stations, 250,000 disposable face masks, and 15,000 by 5 liters sanitizers to all the 10 provinces. Further, DMMU has engaged the Ministry of Local Government through the Fire Department to fumigate and disinfect schools in readiness for the reopening.
And Operations 100 COVID-19 Task Force, which was recently launched by 3 labor unions, has taken to the ground and begun the fight against the pandemic in order to protect its union members and children in schools from contracting COVID-19.
These committees are going to help in collecting data so that we can analyze it and determine the next course of action. Because we need to stop the spread. There's so much myth that is going around COVID. Some people actually say there's no COVID. But we want to urge the general public that don't be cheated by conspiracy theorists into this act. COVID is real and people are dying.
And the activity that we are witnessing, of course, this is the first activity from the time the Operation 100 COVID-19 was launched. We are trying to demonstrate on how people can manage the wearing of masks, the washing of hands, and of course using the sanitizers, and many more.
And Lusaka Central Member of Parliament Margaret Manakato, who accompanied the task force in various schools, is happy with what the schools are doing in order to fight COVID-19.
Eradicating the virus is our main goal as government, and it gives us great pleasure to partner with a task force. As we know, if this does not happen, it may affect our social and economic development as a country.
And some teachers spoken to have also added their voices on how prepared they are with the reopening of schools.
Also with the timetables, as soon as they come to class, we'll start with assembly, and then thereafter they will proceed to their classrooms.
As teachers, we are ready, but you know the way it is. We can say we are ready, but because we deal with children who really need guidance a lot.
Prudence Chota for Camnet TV News.
While in a related development, the Secondary Schools Teachers Union has described the state of some schools in the country in terms of COVID-19 preparedness prior to the opening of schools next week as worrying. So I would like to hear from you as a parent. Like, are you ready for schools to open on the 1st of February 2021? The number is 0968675273, 0968675273. Now, getting into another story making headline, a fully grown male baby had been dumped in a floody Kanyama road in Lusaka by an unknown woman. Now, the baby covered in flies was discovered by passers-by around 07 hours. As the body of the dead baby laid in the waters, children were seen unknowingly playing in the same water, probably even sipping the same water as they played. Now, the body of the dead baby has been picked by the police. Details in the following report.
Before it could even see the light, this fetus was dumped by its own mother in floods water in Kanyama compound and covered in a black plastic bag. discovered in a decomposed state in the early morning of Friday, the 29th of January 2021 by residents in the area. This baby's life has been ended just like that by a person it was going to call mother. The residents have described the alleged culprit behind this act as despicable. However, despite alerting the police after discovering the baby, the resident disclosed that they delayed rushing to the scene and came 2 hours after being informed. The alleged woman believed to have been behind this unexplainable act was not yet identified by broadcast time. Miriam Kemba, reporting for Camnet TV News.
Yeah, welcome back. So that was the story that actually really caught my attention yesterday. A very sad development, and we also hope that that doesn't happen again. So tell us your views and contributions on our topic of discussion for today, which is, do you think schools should still open on the 1st of February now that the second wave of COVID-19 has hit? Okay, so schools are supposed to open on Monday. That's a day after tomorrow, the 1st of February 2021. Are you ready as a parent to allow your kids go to school? If not, if schools shouldn't open, what do you think is the decision that should be made? Should we go back to e-learning? Are you ready to actually send your 3-year-old child to school? Are you ready to send those that allow your kids to go to school as early as the age of 1? Are you ready for all that? So now give us your views and contributions on the number 0968675273. That's 0968675273. Now joining me on set is a young man. His name is Mr. Kasongo. Now he's here to share his story on as an ex-convict and also what his plans are now that he is out. So good morning to you.
Morning, madam.
How are you?
I'm blessed. And you?
I'm all right, thank you. Good to have you on set.
Thank you very much.
Now, for those that don't know you, who is Kasongo?
Kasongo Kalunga is a young man raised in Bauleni compound. Yes, that's where my parents reside from, and that's where I've been raised up from.
Okay, so tell us your story.
Yeah, the main reason why I'm here, I'm an ex-convict. Yes, I was convicted for 5 years. That was in 2018. Yes, over theft of motor vehicle. I went to prison. I was at Chimbokaila prison. By God's grace, I only served 1 year, 11 months. Then I was pardoned by the president. Yeah, so I thought that maybe let me go to Camnet TV and share my testimony with viewers out there.
Okay, as an ex-convict, yes. What were you doing while you were in prison that actually gave you an opportunity to be one of the people that were pardoned just after serving a year and some months?
The way it is that...
Were you a good boy or a good man while you were...
It's only by God's grace.
By God's grace,
yeah,
you would say.
It's only by God's grace. Without Him, I wouldn't be out.
So you think this is like... So you were not really... Because obviously when you're being pardoned, there's some good behavior attached to it, no trouble while you are in there. Yes. Were you adhering to those things?
Yes, I did. I was adhering to all those. I used not to indulge myself in doing bad things, because there are people who do that even when they're in prison. Yeah, but me, I said, no, let me not do this.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now that you are out, what is your before I get to what your plan is, how was the welcome from society, family members, friends? How was it?
The welcome, it was hectic.
Okay.
Yeah, as you know, it's not easy when you come out from prison for people in the society to welcome you. It only takes those people who have been there before to understand that no, he's out, he's a human being just like us. Yeah.
Okay, so now what are your plans?
My plans are, in fact, it's a dream. It's a call from God, in fact. Yeah. I've been dreaming of having a non-governmental organization that will be talking on behalf of inmates and ex-inmates like me who are out, and even youths out there in the society, telling them the dangers about, so that they may not find themselves in prison.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So for someone that's hearing out there, what's your appeal?
And my appeal out there to the well wishers, if there's anyone who's watching, who is ready to help me, God will reward you. All I want to do is to work for the people, not for my own benefit, but for the people that I left that side, and people like me who are out and rejected by the society, and even those youths who've never been there before, warning them.
Okay, so what are you doing at the moment?
At the moment, I'm doing nothing, but I'm only found with my friend at Kalingalinga. He works in an auto spare shop, so I'm normally found with him there because I have experience in mechanics. Yeah, when a customer comes, buys service parts, I help him doing the service. Yeah.
Oh, okay, now, during this interview, from the beginning, I was hearing God's grace, God's calling,
Yes.
and even your necklace is actually like Jesus. When did you become born again? Was it after you got arrested? What triggered you to decide to follow this path?
I also don't understand. It just happened recently.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, some 3 weeks ago. I used to smoke. I used to drink beer. I used to do all sorts of things. But
Within that, we have a caller. Let me just pick up this call.
Right.
Hello, good morning. Yes, you to the Rise and Thrive.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning, thank you. How are you, sir?
I'm okay, my friend.
Please go ahead with your contribution.
Yeah, now I'm at school. So Government,
Precious.
Thank you.
Okay. Well, very interesting contribution out there. Well, you can also come through on the number 0968675273, 0968675273. I'm just having a conversation with an ex-convict. His name is Kasongo, and he was just telling us his story, how it was when he was in prison. And now, Kasongo, before we got that call, you were talking about how you don't know what happened for you to be born again.
Yeah.
So it didn't happen from prison, it was after you were pardoned.
Yes.
So after you were pardoned, that's when you decided to be born again.
Yeah, yeah.
So now that you're born again, you said you stopped smoking,
Yes.
you stopped drinking.
Yeah.
We thank God for that grace.
Amen.
We thank Him for that grace.
Amen.
So now, before I let you go, apart from the well wishes that you were appealing to, what would you like to say to the ex-convicts out there that feel neglected and rejected in society?
What I would like to say to my fellow ex-convicts is that it's never too late. God is at work. With God, all things are possible. It only takes one who truly trusts Him and believe Him. So, all you need to be doing, guys out there, start your day with a prayer. Whenever you want to start doing anything, talk to God first. He's the Creator. He owns us. With Him, all things are possible.
With Him, all things are possible. Indeed, Kasongo, thank you. Before I let you go, is there anything else you'd like to say?
Yeah.
For those that, go ahead.
I would like to say thank you to you guys as Camnet TV. Yeah, I really appreciate for this platform. It's not an easy thing. May God continue blessing you.
May God continue blessing you too.
Amen.
And also for those that would love to get in touch with you, what's the number they can call you on, or is there anywhere they can find you?
Yeah, on Facebook I'm using Kasongo Kalunga as my username, and then now on WhatsApp, my WhatsApp line is 0974 33 29 and 92. 0974 33 29 92.
All right, Kasongo, thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Mama.
So there you have it. If you are somebody that would love to stretch your hand and help out this young man restart his life after spending 1 year and 11 months in prison, and decided when he was pardoned to be born again and start his life brand new, he actually he can do engineering. You can do mechanic engineering. Yes, of course. So if you feel you are that person that you can help out, well, you can call him on the number that he just mentioned, or you can inbox us on Facebook, and we'll definitely share his contacts. I'll have another guest coming through on our interview section, but for now, let's take a break. We'll be back after this. Hello, have you heard about Msika? Do you know that you can advertise for as low as 150 kwacha for 30 seconds? Well, Msika is here. Advertise on Msika between 17 hours and 18 hours. Just tell us about the services that you offer and we'll gladly put you on the market. For more details, you can contact +260 953 995099. +260 962 444 726 or +260 971 177 467. Msika, allowing your business to grow.
2021 is finally here. Zambia is at the crossroads heading towards general elections this August. In the world where fake news, biased reporting on national issues has become the order of the day, in a world where social media in most cases spills lies and exaggerated information, insightful coverage, Zambia needs one media. Living in a country where people are slowly promoting tribalism, hatred, bitterness and revenge, political temperature is heating up and people's hearts are perplexed. Zambia needs one media. Zambia being a Christian nation living under the lordship of Jesus Christ, the nation cannot afford a compromised gospel. Zambia needs a prophetic media house for hope, peace and unity, Zambia needs Camnet Television for non-biased, factual reporting, balanced opinion, accurate news coverage. Zambia needs Camnet Television for national projects and development of our beloved country Zambia. Watch Camnet TV on channel 274 DSTV, channel 98 on Go TV, and channel 106 on Topstar. Remember, Camnet TV is not just another channel.
This is Camnet TV World News. For a prompt response, call +2609 53 995 099 or +2609 62 444 726 or +2609 711 77467. Camnet TV, not just another channel.
Welcome back. You're still watching Rise and Thrive Breakfast Show on Camnet TV, not just another channel, with me, Precious Mzea Sakaleja. Now, joining me is a very young, creative and determined, focused young lady, I would say. Her name is Faith Luendo Chongo. Is it Chungo or Chongo?
It's Jongo.
Oh, it's Jongo.
Yeah.
Madam Chonga.
Madam Chonga,
Good morning, how are you?
Good morning, I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Thank you for joining me on the breakfast show.
Thank you for having me.
So now let's quickly get into who Faith is. Who is Faith?
Faith is a young girl that loves to talk. I love to share. And I love to talk to others, and I love to bring hope to other people.
Okay, so now at a very young age you own an organization. What is the name and what is exactly involved in it?
Okay, so my organization is called Luendo Chongo Foundation. So this is an organization that has various projects running. So I have a project called Redeem Girls under the same organization. I also have other projects that are running for children that talk about children's rights, and we also help in taking them back to school, helping with nutrition. Yeah, so that's what my organization is.
How long have you been running the organization?
For a year now. For about a year.
Oh, okay. So what triggered for you to decide to start an organization that looks at vulnerable children and also children's rights?
I've always loved to share, and every time I walk around town and maybe see children around, I always wondered what was happening and maybe who could help them. And when I began to look into these matters, you find that most of those kids come from homes that are broken. Some of them come from homes where they're abused. So I was like, okay, what can I do about this? So currently I am working with a few children that I am able to reach out to. The plan is to actually set up something by the end of the year, like having a home for them. So like a foster home, and building a school for them as well, and running a farm to help fund the same project. But what I've noticed is that most of these children are on the streets not because most people would say, okay, these children have their homes and they still come back. But I have actually visited some of these homes myself, and I have seen that most of them come from homes where, imagine a child goes out, been on the streets for some time, and the child goes back home and no one cares. It's like the child is back. They won't ask where the child was. I have seen those things happen. So I took it upon me to do something about it.
Oh, okay. Now, looking at you having an organization at a very young age and helping these young people, is it because of the past that happened to you? Because you are one, I wouldn't want to call you a victim, but you are one person that got pregnant at a very early age.
Yes.
Did that trigger you to start an organization now?
Yes, it did. So under my organization, we have a project called Redeem Girls Foundation, Redeem Girls Project. So Redeem Girls Project is a project that helps these young girls, especially teenage mothers, realize their potential and also help them seek their dream again, chase their dreams again. And under the same project, we also speak to girls in schools to help to educate them on the dangers of engaging in sexual activities before it's actually time. So that is what my organization does. And yeah, it did trigger that because after that happened to me, I knew how, I realized it was very hard for me to overcome. I felt so low. It was very hard for me to get back to myself and to make a decision to keep moving again. So I made a decision to reach out to every girl or any other girl that is maybe in my situation, to say, okay, this happened, you might have maybe stumbled along the way, but you can still get up, rise up and chase your dreams again. And to the girl in school, my words to them is always do the right things at the right time. There's no need to rush. Being a mother at a young age is very hard, I can't lie. And you know, that is what I always tell girls in school. And for girls that have made a mistake, I always tell them, you know, you can chase your dreams again. It's not the end. So yeah.
You're a very strong girl, I would say. So now, having a child at the age of 18, how did you, you said it was very hard for you. How did you manage to like overcome? You have mentioned, yes, you can overcome and you can try and chase your dreams again in as much as you made a mistake. We're all human beings. But how did you manage to actually put your foot down and decide to go as far as even opening an organization to help young people that are in your situation?
First thing is, you know, there's God. You know, God is the author of everything. I wouldn't have done it without the grace of God. You know, the moment I gave my life to Jesus and I said, okay, this is, I experienced joy. You know, most people would, there's a page on social media where they posted my photos, and some people were saying, how come you were able to smile? It's like you were not going to, some people were saying, how come you're able to smile? It's like you were not even in pain, you are enjoying that. But it wasn't because I wasn't in pain. It was hard for me, but the grace of God was sufficient. When you give your life to Jesus, there's just joy that surpasses human understanding. Yes. And you know, I have learned to smile through pain because of the grace of God. Sometimes people will think maybe I don't go through stuff. I do go through stuff.
We all do.
But yeah, but yeah, the grace of God is sufficient. When you give your life to Jesus, everything else is
just
possible. Yeah.
Okay, so now is there anything else that you'd love to say before I actually let you go?
Okay, so we're running a campaign called Back to School campaign for children, and we are collecting donations. You can donate school books, you can donate shoes, you can buy a uniform for a kid. So if you would like to be part of this campaign, you can search for us on Facebook on Lwendo Chongo Foundation, or you can search for me on Facebook, Faith Lwendo Chongo, and inbox me, and I'll be able to give you more details on our projects and campaign.
So apart from the organization, what else do you do?
So apart from the organization, I'm actually a student at Evelyn Horn. I'm studying journalism and public relations. Yeah, and apart from that, I help my mom out. She runs a school in Kitwe, so I help her out with communications work and some paperwork during the holidays. Yeah, so that's what I do. And I do a lot of community work. I go around, you know, meet people, talk to them about different things. Women, men, children, teenage mothers, yeah, and church.
What inspires you?
So what inspires me is every time I wake up in the morning, I'm thinking, what can I do to put a smile on someone's face? To me, that's everything.
Should be sending me money.
Yeah, I should be sending you. So that is what inspires me. It inspires when I think about the love of God, and you know how much He loves everyone despite their mistakes, despite what they've done, despite what they've gone through. I mean, it just makes me, you know, it makes me wonder. And you know, the love of God that He's shown me, I want to show it to other people. So every time I I wake up, I'm thinking of what can I do to put a smile on someone's face. And you know, sometimes I just wake up and start going and, you know, just looking for someone to just, you know, reach out to. Yeah, so that's what I do, and that inspires me. And you know, when I hear someone say, because of your story, I was inspired. Because of you, I have hope. Because of you, I feel I can go back to school. That keeps me going. And to me, that's everything.
Oh, okay, great. So now for those that would love to actually help you with the organization and with your project, Back to School project, how can they get in touch with you? Any contact details, Facebook, social media handles?
Okay, so for those that would like to get in touch with me and learn more about my projects and what we're currently doing, you can search for me on Facebook, Faith Luendo Chongo, or you can search for our Facebook page, which is Luendo Chongo Foundation, or you can contact me on 0974 931145, and I will be able to
0974 931145.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Last remarks? Closing remarks?
Okay, closing remarks to a girl out there that is watching that might have made a mistake, or maybe you feel like it is the end. It is not the end. Abortion is not an option. Just live life again. You know, there's light at the end of the tunnel. It is not the end for you. To the girl that needs to go, that is still in school and is feeling pressured to make a decision to maybe engage in sexual activities, that is not the way to go. Stay safe and stay away from such, because it is not a very easy road. And you know, when you involve yourself in such things, there are always consequences. That you know, God will forgive you, but
the society, though.
The society, yeah, okay. So to people that always have to condemn girls that have been through such, you know, you make it hard for them. You make it hard for them. Just be a bit supportive. You know, most of these girls end up committing suicide because people will judge because their sins are covered. Yes, it is wrong for a girl to do that, but be supportive. I mean, it will help them a whole lot. Some of these girls can't go back to school because they're afraid. You know, people will mock them in school. Teachers will mock them. Yeah, people will mock them. And you know, most of these girls I've talked to have really had a hard time really accepting going back to school. We've really had to talk to them more for them to really accept, because of being talked about. Yes. Oh, okay. So play your part. Just be kind.
Yeah, be kind. You get it from her. Thank you so much, Faith, for coming through. So there you have it. In case you've just joined me, unfortunately, you've missed so much. Just earlier on, I had an ex-convict who came through appealing to those well-wishers that feel they can actually help him out because he wants to change his life. And he has decided not to allow his past to determine his future. Just a few minutes ago, I was having a conversation with Faith, a young girl that decided to start an organization because of her past as well. She's decided not to allow her past determine her future. So if you feel you can help these people achieve their dream, whatever token of appreciation you can actually give to them, they will definitely appreciate that. So you can just inbox us on Facebook, and then we'll gladly connect you to them. So now the number that you can call us on is 0968655273, 0968675273. Unfortunately, I have to pack my bags. It's been a great time being here on the Rise and Thrive Breakfast Show with you again. Make sure that you make a date next week, and I'll gladly come through and update you on what's happening around you. Always remember to avoid crowded places. This is the second wave of COVID-19. Wear your mask properly or correctly, and also wash your hands when you get a chance to. Carry hand sanitizer, alcohol-based hand sanitizer, and also keep at least 1 meter distance if you have to interact. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you for joining me. On behalf of Isaac and Elijah Chifita, I am Precious Mzea Sakaleji. Have a beautiful morning and have a blessed day.